I just want to mention two quick principles each from these books. Not necessarily related, but it's just some of the recent reading I've been doing. In this one, the 1 Minute Manager, basically in early on in the book, there's a conversation between a lady and her manager, and she calls with a problem, right? And she's not sure what to do to solve it. And he says, okay, well, what's happening, right? She has a hard time explaining it, and then he says, what would you like to have happening? And she's not totally sure. It's like she wasn't ready, prepared for these questions, right? And so he basically says, if you don't know the difference between what's currently happening and what you want or need to be happening, then you don't have a problem yet. You're just complaining, which I thought was a very interesting idea. It's kind of an insight, right? When we're complaining about the way our lives are going, or the way it is at work, or the way our kids are behaving, or whatever the scenario, if you don't know what the actual solution is, or the process of change that needs to take place, or the action that needs to be happening, you're just complaining. But once you figure out, this is what's happening and this is what I need to have happen, then you can create a roadmap to get there, right? And you can cause the change that you would like to see in the world, or in your life, or in your job. So it's a very insightful idea. And then in this one, The Secrets of As a Man Thinketh, Adam Mortimer is kind of commenting on his 2 cents, and he's talking about a time when his mentor basically told him, you've tried your way for a long time and got mediocre results, so why don't you try my way now? Like, give my way a shot and see what happens. And he remembers this being like this aha moment where he's like, I guess that's true. Like, I thought I had a lot of the answers and was just pounding the pavement trying to make certain things happen and get certain results, and yet I'm not getting them. And it's like, okay, I guess I'll try your way then. The thing is there's so many people out there, which is why I read these books, right? And I watch countless hours of YouTube videos and seminars and things of people who have what I want. And that's in multiple areas and arenas of life. Like, money's the easiest to talk about, and obviously the quickest, easiest gauge, right? It's like, look at your bank account, see how financially successful you are, right? But that's like the least important of it all. Like, the more important stuff is your mindset. As a man thinketh, like your ability to communicate and manage and lead other people, your relationships with your family. At least that's my biggest, is my relationships with my family. What things can I do to continually improve those and make those as deep and valuable and positive as possible? And so continually search and find someone else's way that has been successful, and then implement that. Like, you might have tried your own way long enough and you already know what the results are there. Now let's find a new way, find a new path, find some new solutions, and new targets. That's a big key, right? Like, the difference between where you're currently at and where you want to get, and then find that roadmap that will get you to those results. So anyway, just a quick couple of cents. I'll put a link to each of these books below. Head over to bronsonwilks.com to find more book reviews and my list of recommended reading. Adios.